Welcome to a live stream update. It's been over a week since I've done any videos on the layout, and I was in Nashville for a week with some friends. Good to see everybody here. People from Australia and Chicago. Looks like many others. Anyway, I was in Nashville for a week with some good friends. That was last week, Monday through Thursday. And then I had some out-of-town guests. My sister and brother-in-law were here Friday through Sunday. So really was a week without trains. But I did sneak in a little bit of work here and there. And was able to get some things done. You can kind of see a little bit of stuff that I'm working on here. And just kind of want to go over some of the things that I've been working on the yard here. I have an operating session coming up. I think we have a flashing yellow for these cars here. I'm not sure why these are so expensive. But anyway, I've been working on the yard here. We have an operating session coming up this weekend. So I'm hoping to have some actual operations taking place here at the yard. I do have some trains running, so we'll get a chance to see those as we're going through things. But I just wanted to share a couple things that I've been working on to get ready for this weekend. I will have some free days this week to get a lot of stuff done as another train comes through. This is a ethanol train. So one thing I did connect up the signals for entering and exiting the yard. So here we have a couple of signals that control going from the Evanston Yard onto the main line. Now it's flashing yellow on the top. That means that the yard switcher here can go through. This leads to the drill track, as we have a pretty fast-moving coal train going through. These are empty, so it's that's why it's going fast. Actually, I had one of the engines conk out, so I wasn't sure it was going to be able to make it up all the hills. It looks like it's doing pretty good so far. Short one locomotive. So here's another signal that I did. This is to go into the yard. Now this is green for going through. If it's going into the yard, the top light would be red and the bottom light would be flashing red. As it goes through. That's really moving, isn't it? I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. That's better. I buy all my trains at Lombard Hobbies. Lombard, L-O-M-B-A-R-D Hobbies, lombardhobbies.com. Highly recommend them. It's where I bought almost all of my stuff. They've always have the cheapest price and good service too. Plus they're close by, so I get them pretty quickly if I order something. Just found out today that I have a couple of Atlas MP15 DC locomotives coming in. One is a FURX, and the other one is LT something. I can't remember exactly what it is. Now it's going to be interesting what this coal train does going up this major grade. I'm just going to go check it out. Sorry, I'm kind of going back and forth on different things. We'll get back to the yard here in a little bit. There you can see the auto rack trains going down the helix. All right, this is going from the first level up to the second level, and you can see it's slowing down already. Let's check it out. See if it makes it up. Here's the ethanol train. This is a Scale Trains Tier 4 and a Scale Trains ES44. I love this Kansas City Southern paint scheme. All right, let's check on that coal train. Yes, this is the main. This is the main grade coming up, and it looks like it's stalled already. It'll probably make it. If it makes it to here, I think we'll be all right. Come on. Yeah, it's missing that fourth unit. I had a Scale Trains that I need to send back. We'll go ahead and let it run the rest of the way, and I'll park it and get a different one running out. Just get it past this little hill here. This is going to be the Aspen Tunnel. Yeah, I should put some sanding down here, shouldn't I? Might mess things up more than I would like. I had one of my Tier 4 Gevos from Scale Trains crap out on me, and it's really kind of disappointed because I have already sent this unit back once. Yeah, looks like I'm going to have to send it back again. I'm going to make them pay postage this time. All right, come on. I'm just not going to be able to do this. I'm pushing it here, trying to see till it gets to where it can continue on its own. It might make it now on its own. Looks like it's going to be all right. It does have a green signal. Now, this is about the height of it. Looks like we had a bit of an issue there. All right, I'm going to let it go. When it gets back to the staging yard, hopefully I'll catch it and I'll park. All right, back to the Evanston Yard. So one thing I did is did the signals for coming into and out of the Evanston Yard. So we have a dwarf signal here, flashing red. So it's right now, it's just on flashing red on both directions. So that just gives the yard crew the ability to just go back and forth without having to contact the dispatcher. If it's time to go onto the main line, so I threw the turnouts here. So now it's set to go onto the main line. And then we have yellow right now. I think it will probably be flashing red a lot of times. But that would then be going into from the yard onto the main line. All right, so that's kind of where we're at. I gotta make sure I set this back, otherwise we're gonna have issues. I don't want a train coming in now. So when I set it back, it changes it back to flashing red. All right, and then the same type of deal is over here. Okay, so to come into the yard, to be red on top, and flashing red or yellow on the bottom, probably flashing red to come into the yard. And then right here, you have the flashing red for the yard crew so that they can go back and forth. And then if you're going onto the main line, it would be red on top and flashing red or yellow on the bottom. This has two lights because for Union Pacific, to do a approach diverging, it would be a double yellow. So yellow on top, yellow on the bottom would mean a approach diverging, which means you can go through straight, but then the next control point is going to be diverging. So we are going to have some signals where you have red, double yellows, and we may even have some where we have yellow over flashing red, which would be approach restricting. All right, so I do have that all pretty well set up here and ready to go. And then another thing I've been working on here is controlling the turnouts. So right now I just kind of, you can see some drawings on here. I'm just trying to get everything nice and evenly spaced. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buttons here, and there are 7 tracks. So the way these turnouts are going to be controlled is you push whichever, this let's say this train here is on the 1, 2, 3, 4th track. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 button. If I push that one, then it automatically sets all the turnouts for that track. Pretty cool. If I wanted to go to this one here, okay, that would be this button here. And then again, that's sets them all for that track. So that works out pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to go back to this one here. Let's get this switcher moving here. This is my Digitrax DT602D. All right, and I think all right, so that's the right one. And we're going to go ahead and pull some cars out here. We'll just pull a couple out. I just wanted to show you how the signals work here in the yard. I'm going to put together an operations video to kind of actually show some switching that we're going to be doing. When we have the operating session this weekend, this will be the first time where we'll have operations at the Evanston Yard. All right, now we came to a stop here, not sure why. Looks like we have a dead spot. And all right, so it's flashing here. But then when it goes onto that block, then it'll stop flashing since it's in the block. And then if we come back and get out of the block again, then it changes it back to flashes. So that's kind of how that's going to work. See if we can get it to go all the way back. I'm kind of curious why it stopped there. We got some issue here, I can tell. Something's not quite right. I don't seem to be fine now. I am going to slow this coal train down. It's going to go crazy going down the There we go. I don't think I want it to be going lickety-split down the helix. I'm going to try and make sure I stop it when it's in the helix. And we'll get a different train out. Let's put this one here back. So I'm going to put together our operations video to actually show some of the switching that's going to take place. So I got these in so that the yard masters can control the turnouts here. I do have this one here so that this can be done separately if they want to use this track right here. So that kind of is controlled by both. So if I push this button here, it will throw it so that it can come onto this number 7 track. This is the bypass track, but then if I want to go back the other way, I can press this and it will in fact then still turn for this track here. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. That's kind of what I'm working on here. I'm soldering some things on. Here's the how this works. This is not going to actually go down there, just down there temporarily. But this will plug into the, let's see, what is it? SRC 16 by Team Digital, which I have underneath the layout here. So I'll just plug it right in there. And I already have marked where the buttons are going to be. So it's going to be the same type of thing. 7 buttons here, controlling the turnouts on this end. All right, one other thing I wanted to mention about the yard. Before I do that, though, I want to make sure I can stop this coal train. It looks like it went down pretty quick. Let's go stop it right now. Where is it? Oh, no, it's not very far at all. I thought it was a lot further along, but it's still at the very top. Let's get it going again. Okay, I'll have to make sure I check it again. All right, so one other thing I wanted to show you is the type of car movements we're going to have here. So this is a little board that we use to kind of keep track of what cars go on each track. So this is a name of different trains that will be departing. They're all set up to depart the yard. So there's already, before the day begins, there's a LDR 07 that's on this first track, track 7. And then the LUJ 63, that's on track 3. Track 1 is the arrival departure track, so that's empty right now. So there's 2 tracks already set up for 2 trains to depart. Now I have here block. All right, so one thing that the yard crew is going to have to do is block them. Let me get the right page here. So here is an example. So this is one of the trains. This is a Evanston Yard build LDR 07. Okay, so that's that train there, and it says it's supposed to block. Okay, that train has some setouts at West Vaco. So what the yard crew is going to have to do is find these setouts. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll have to pull, it's in this track here, track 2. Okay, so I have to pull all those cars out and block those 7 cars and put them at the head end of the train. And this is going to West Vaco, so that's in that direction. So they would put it at the front end here. All right, and then the other train, as we have our auto rack going by again. The other train we have going out is, let's see, not that one. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. This is train LUJ63, so that's this one here. And it has only 2 set out, so only 2 cars. That's going to Devil's Slide, so that's going out in that direction, which is westbound. So we'll have to find those 2 cars and put them at the head end of that train, which is in this track here, track 3. Okay, so that's one thing it's going to have to do when it starts off. Then there are some cars here to put together for the UTLX. So there's a sheet for that. But hopefully it'll be more organized than this. So here's the cars that set out at the UTL repair facility. So they'll have to find those cars, get them together to get ready. Here's some cars that they'll need to classify for trains going out tomorrow. So the trains that are NX are trains that are going to go out tomorrow. So that's this train here and this train here. So they'll have to, those are just located anywhere in here. So they'll have to find those and get those blocked together and start building the trains for tomorrow. So some pretty cool operations for that. And hopefully we'll be able to get things going in a somewhat organized manner. Let's see where the coal train is. May have to just leave it where it is. Oh, there it is. Stop. Let's see if we can get another train going out instead of the coal train. Hopefully it didn't go too far. Did I overshoot? Oh, that's perfect. There it is right there. So we'll go ahead and pull it up. Sitting right there. Let's go ahead and pull it up, and then we'll take out a stack train. That'd be interesting. Alright, so to give you an idea how we do this on my phone. So that was 36. First thing I'm going to do is turn its sound off. Then I'm going to switch over, and we're going to do this Katie here. So it's 88. Okay, so we're going to acquire that. Okay, and we're going to turn its sound on. Then we're going to set the oh my goodness, what happened to the panels? We'll have to do that manually. Here, hold on. All right, we're gonna stop everything here. All right, so I'm gonna exit this and then see if I can't get back on again. All right, there we go. Not sure why those panels went away. All right, so that's in track 7. So we'll go. There we go. I better, if I don't reselect those other ones. That was 89 and 79. There we go. If after a certain amount of time, it automatically turns it off, right? And then we're going to go back to 88. Get rid of the panels. Right, we have a green. All right, turn on the sound. Start up the engines. All right, one more thing I have to do here before we get going. We have the cool meat over here. All right, here's an interesting thing about scale trains, and I have not been able to figure out why they do this, but you have to. I'm going back into the staging yard area here. All right, so here's the all right, so here's the trailing train. So this one should, when I start it up, the CN unit, so it should be, it's dead. It's just not recognizing anything. And what's really weird here, the only way I found to get it going is to do this. And then it comes on. So if anybody out there knows what the heck is going on with scale trains, it doesn't do it all the time. Just every once in a while, when the sun's been sitting there for a long time and I haven't ran it for a while, when I first try and run it, I got to do that to get the thing to recognize commands. And I do have them consisted, so I don't know if that's part of the issue. But anyway, let's watch this train come out now. Get back to the fun stuff. All right, so now we're coming out perfectly fine. So anybody who works for scale trains or knows a lot about scale trains, why do they do that? It's usually after it's been setting for a while. I have not used it. The first time it's used when I turn it on. This is a pretty cool stack train though. And I'm going to make sure. I think we're good. I really like this Katie unit. We'll follow this for a while. I have to make sure I end here pretty soon because I want to watch the last NFL playoff game that starts in 15 minutes. Really, I watched all the games, all 5 of them over the weekend. Made my brother-in-law watch it with me. And had the last one today. And then my Chiefs get to play the Jacksonville Jaguars this weekend. All right, so this is those of you who are new, this is the Evanston sub. All right, William T. Go Chiefs, not go Jags. This is the first time I'm actually rooting for the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys, but I think I hate Tampa Bay more. Actually, I'm just going to enjoy the game. I don't care who wins or loses. Wasn't too impressed with the Buffalo Bills or the Bengals. I was kind of worried about the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl, but tell you what, I don't think they'll have any problem with them if they play the Chiefs like they played this weekend. Anyway, so that's Morgan over there. This here is going to be Taggart Tunnels. It's the Taggart Tunnels. This is the Weber River. Be a really cool bridge here. Coming through here. Another couple of cool bridges here. This will be through truss bridges. This will be a Devil's Slide right here. Also be Interstate 84. This is a Devil's Slide control points. I redid the signs, by the way. Notice how it's a little bit bigger font. So that looks a little bit better, I think. So this is Devil's Slide control point. And then this is where Wholesome Cement is going to be. There'll be some operations going on here. Obviously. Here I have my tortoise switch machines ready to go. I have some extra ones I've been trying to sell. This will be the Echo Canyon. This is Echo right there. A really small little area, small town. This will be the Echo Canyon. So a lot of rock faces all along here. This road is going to go kind of off the layout and then back on again. There's going to be like a big rock in front of it, so like the road goes behind the rock. This is Emery control point here. Gotta watch it hit the signal here. Love that. Let's do the horn. I do plan on having railroad gates, automatic railroad gates at some point. Now most of these here, this is out in the country. This will just be crossbucks here, and everything so far will be crossbucks. But there will be a couple places at Evanston where I'm going to have some automatic crossing gates. So that definitely is one of my goals on this layout. And this is the Castle Rock area. And this is an area that's been scenic to a little bit. Let's see, what was that last question? Let's see. As far as getting things complete, I figure in 5 years I should be able to have things pretty well along. I probably will have most of the scenery done as far as the basic scenery in a year. But then by getting all the ballast, here's a good crossing point. So it took me a year and a half to get to this point. And I'm almost done with all the track lane. Once I get the track lane done, I still have a little bit to do at West Vaco and a little bit to do at the UTLX repair facility. This is pretty cool. But once I get all the track work done, then I'm actually going to start right here. So I have the basic scenery here done. So I'm going to do Curvo, will be the next scenery area I'm going to do. So there's going to be a couple of tunnels here. And then from there, I'm actually going to try and get all the scenery done on this main peninsula. All right, so this is all going to be scenery. There's going to be another tunnel right here to hide this sharp curve right there. And then I'm going to, like I said, do all this scenery here. My site might list the tortoises as being sold out, but I do have a few more left that I'll possibly put up. I probably will put on the site again here before too long. So anyway, I'm going to get all this scenery done on the peninsula. And then once I get that done, then I'm gonna work section by section. So when I get the peninsula done, then I'm gonna come back here to Morgan, and actually this corner here. So what I'm going to do after I get the peninsula done, that I'm going to start at this section right here and kind of do like I did the construction. So I'm going to concentrate on this corner, and I'll do the backdrop and scenery on the top first. So this will be the Aspen tunnels. Get this all done on the top, and then I will do the scenery then right below it on the bottom. So I'm just going to do like again, kind of like I did on the part that I've done so far. Just going to do basic scenery. I'm not sure about ballasting or not. So I basically will get the basic scenery done on top and bottom here. And then I'll just go to the next section. So I'll move to this section here, do the top first, and then do the bottom. I'm really looking forward to doing this. This is really going to be cool through here, I think, with the tunnels and the river and so forth, and bridges. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then again, I'll go to the next section here, and like I said, just go around the whole room, do top first, then the bottom. This is going to be a cool area here too. The bridge across the Weber River again, the road going underneath the tracks. So I probably will start that in February sometime. Before I get to that, I need to do the track work here at West Vaco. And then UTLX. So hopefully February. I don't know if I'll make that. Maybe end of February. So, all right, I need to get this wrapped up so I can get myself in front of the TV with a beer, and I get ready to watch the last playoff game of the weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody. Look for the operations video for the yard. I'm going to hopefully do this sometime this week, and then an update. Probably will have an update on the operating session, as well as stuff that's been going on Sunday. So hopefully a couple more videos coming up in the next week. Have a great week, everybody. Take care. Go Chiefs.